Hey guys, today has probably been the worst day that I've had so far in my life. Before I talk about the day, I wanted to answer a question that somebody recently asked, and people have asked multiple times. I think it's going to help kind of ground me a little bit and help me keep my shit together. Somebody recently, and multiple people throughout the life of our channel, have asked what POG is and what POG Family is, and it's an important question, and it stems from kind of a silly story with our son and how we got into being on YouTube, and has turned into something real and amazing. So the simplest answer is you guys. You are POG Family. You're our support. You're here to listen, offer amazing advice. You're our family, and it's been really helpful and important to have you guys with us throughout this, and we're really happy that we were able to and are able to provide help to everybody out there. POG stems from a simple gaming term, play of the game. We started out, Brayden wanted to be a YouTuber influenced by Mr. Beast, and when he wanted to be a YouTuber, I asked him why, and gosh, this was 4 years ago, 3 years ago, something like that, and he wanted to buy all of the food cards and give away free food to the homeless people in ESTACADA. He said that, and my heart went, yes. And we became a gaming channel. At that point, it was Brayden Plays, and we played and we had fun, and it was really great. Playing games together, streaming games and making videos, and it was stressful, and we fought and argued and had a lot of fun doing it all, right? It brought us all together, especially during some of the harder points in COVID, because we were stuck here, but we were very kind of fragmented at the time, and so doing the YouTube channel brought us all together doing something that we enjoyed, playing video games. And as we kind of built our channel, kids would call us POG, and we had to look it up too. And other viewers would call us POG. And even though we weren't the best, so we ended up creating a business once we got to a point where we could make money on YouTube doing the gaming channel. We created a business so we can make sure it was all kind of organized, and we decided our gaming channel or our gaming business or our YouTube business, whatever it is, would be called Noob Family Gaming. Noob being a term for people that are new and often used to make fun of somebody that's new at a game. And when we played games online and we made videos and we streamed these games with all of the viewers that would join us, we were always the noob, like always. And so Noob Family Gaming was definitely kind of a spin on the whole POG thing. As we started to venture into the idea of doing a vlog, POG Family is what we were deemed. From mostly kids that were joining us, kids, teens that were joining us in the gaming side of our life, and so we kept that. And as we went into the cancer vlogging, it was kind of it was there. We didn't want to change it because we didn't want to take away from the community that we had already built. But it grew in a much different way. And that's kind of where POG stems from. You guys are freaking amazing. You've been a rock for me, a rock for Sarah. And Sarah ended up in the ER again today. We were taking Braden to camp, which is about a 2-hour drive from our house, maybe 2.5. We were about halfway when we stopped at a store. Prior to us getting to the store, she wasn't feeling well. She was feeling kind of nauseous, which, at this point, we're aware of it, but we don't put too much concern into it because that's definitely a side effect of this life, the cancer journey, right? We went into the store. We went into the store, and she threw up, which has happened a few times since she's been taken off of her better nausea meds, and so still wasn't too concerned, but she kind of had some mess on her hands, so walked her out to the car. Amelia watched Rayla and helped Braden get a swim shirt that he needed. And while we were out at the car, oncologist called to schedule or to see us today at 3:30. So by the time you're watching this, probably yesterday at 3:30. So they wanted to see us right away, but we were doing something, and so I was talking to them. Sarah was cleaning up, and then the person that I was talking to was gonna talk to the oncologist and kind of figure out next quickest time for us all to get together and figure out next steps. After I hang up, Sarah was starting to show some of those symptoms again that she had during our last ER trip. So inability to speak. She had some numbness in her right hand. And I gave it a few minutes, and we kind of kept reevaluating it in a relatively short period of time, but enough time to see if it was getting better or worse. So essentially I got her in the car, went and got the kids, got everybody in the car, and we drove immediately to the ER. And on our way there, I was able to start connecting to my mom and just kind of create the awareness, get our emergency group kind of rolling. And so my mom was there at the ER, and I still had to get Braden out to camp. And kind of on the way to the ER, we discussed with Braden and with Sarah whether I was going to stay with Sarah or take Braden, and we all decided that I would take Braden to camp, and then my mom would stay with Sarah through the ER process. And so my mom did that. My mom got to the ER before us, tried to start the check-in process, but they wouldn't let her until Sarah got there. So as soon as I got there, we got her checked in immediately, said stroke-like symptoms, and they called us back within under a minute of us being there. And then as soon as we got her in the back room, they started doing blood work and all that stuff. And I made sure that the doctor was up to date on everything that I could provide, any information that I could provide on how she was doing before, after, during these symptoms. And so gave her all of that information, and then they started their process, and they ruled out stroke almost immediately because this happened just not even 2 weeks ago. And so they wanted to go a more methodical way and get specialists, neurology specifically. So they got a neurologist looking at the case right away and making more informed decisions than just ordering all of the scans and medicines and this and that. It was more of a, let's get the right people in the room to make the right decisions to identify the problem better. Ultimately, neurology ordered an MRI, and on my way home from dropping Braden off at camp, we were about halfway home, get a call from Sarah, and then quickly after, or shortly after, get a call from her oncologist as well. And the cancer has spread, from how I understood it, into the spinal fluid and into the brain. Not as lesions on the brain, but over like a protective layer, kind of. There's a protective layer from how I'm understanding they explained it, and so there's cancer in that spinal fluid that is around the brain, and the neurologist was surprised, was dumbfounded, was amazed at how aggressive it was. Yeah, like in under 2 weeks, he was astounded, like couldn't believe how much had changed in that short period of time. Which we all know is a possibility, but it was the unlikely possibility. Pretty jacked up. Sarah's asleep. She's exhausted. Brain being an asshole makes a person really, really tired, so she's gonna sleep the rest of the night. They've changed up some of her medicines. They've got her on steroids to help with the swelling in the brain that's, I'm assuming, caused by the cancer. They still haven't come up with a better solution for nausea, because that other medicine still could trigger seizures. And then there's an additional medicine that goes with the steroid that they gave her to help with making sure that the stomach can handle the acidity, I think, of the steroid. And then they changed her off of Keppra, and sorry guys, I don't know what the new medicine is, but they put her on a new medicine that the side effects are a bit more mild. She's still detached, so to speak. She can verbalize feelings. She can verbalize that she's crying inside, but like she can't manifest that. Which over the past couple days has been hard for me, but I'm over that. The fact that she can verbalize it is enough. Looking at making some changes in general in our life, because it's very, very possible that time is significantly more limited. Obviously no big changes right now tonight, but gonna definitely be looking at ways to ensure that Sarah gets as much time with the kiddos as possible. Like I said, I've got nearly 20 years of memories to dip into, and pictures and all that stuff, so I'm gonna really, really work hard to make sure the kids have as much as possible. And that doesn't mean I'm gonna exclude myself. I'm gonna do as much familying as possible, but I'm gonna make sure that the focus is on the kiddos, because that's, I think, really important for me too. We're not gonna stop doing updates. I don't know how much Sarah's gonna be able to do. It's really hard. I think part of it is also she's just so blitzed from the brain episode. I'm gonna be taking care of her. I've got family that's coming, and we're gonna work out how everybody can help out, whether it be just around the house or company with Sarah or taking care of the kids. There's a lot to figure out, a whole lot. So that's the update. I gotta pick up Braden on Monday. We got our appointment on Tuesday. Until then, it's gonna be pretty chill, I think. Like, just trying to keep life as simple as possible, take care of the shit that needs to be done. Make sure Rayla's good, make sure Sarah's good. Like, that's what it is. And then Braden will be home on Monday. So love you guys. Thank you all. I know this is hard for everybody, not just us. It's hard for everybody. We appreciate you being there. I'm gonna go break down now. See you guys later.